Number 1 is set for 18 inches, so you can verify that. When you want to change the batch, you're going to hit the number that you want to change. So let's again do job number 1, and then you're going to hit enter. The function key, which doubles as a shift key, so anything in orange is going to be operated by hitting the function button first. Then you're going to hit, after function, the number 2 button, which is batch preset, not to be confused with batch reset. So function 2, the number of pieces that you want, and enter. Okay, so we want to go to job number 1, enter, function, number 2, 45 pieces, and enter. To verify that we have that number in there, we're going to hit the function, batch preset, and you can see it is 45 pieces. Now if I want to run with that batch count, I hit the batch on-off button, so that the amber light is solid. That's going to allow me to run in the batch mode. If I wanted to reset my counter back to 0, if this was at 25 pieces, I would hit function batch reset. That will zero it out. If you want to run pieces without the batch count on, you just want to continue to run at a given length. So job number 4 is set for 14 inches. If you want it to continue to run not in the batch mode, you go to job number 4, hit automatic, and it's going to continue to cut until you hit automatic again. Turn the power off, unplug it, or there's a power failure. If you want to run one piece, you're going to hit the green button over here, which is the length button. That will cut one piece at a time. If you want to cut, use the same functionality as the length button, there's a foot pedal that is going to be included with the machine. It'll be hooked up with a cable to the same type of RF jack, like your coax cable is connected to. And if you step on the foot pedal one time, it will cut one piece at that programmed length. If you step on it and hold it down, it will continue to cut at that programmed length until you remove your foot. And this is the feed speed, which is variable. Basically, consider this from 0 to 100%. And your accuracy might be decreased if you increase the speed, and it will get a little better up to a certain point as you slow it down. Is the blower control. The low side is on the right-hand side and the high on the right. This gives a little bit of uplift air for the material to bridge the knife opening. Basically, it goes from low to high to off. So it's a little bit confusing. The off is just past the high side. So it comes on and then high and then lower as you go clockwise. To unthread the material, you're simply going to lift the handle slightly and let the material drop to the floor, and then you can rotate the material to wrap it back up. To thread it, you can remove the brake strap if necessary over on the right-hand side of the machine, or depending on which way you're facing. The left side of the machine facing towards the front of the machine. Just pull on the spring, remove the brake strap, let it dangle to the floor, hold it there, unroll a little bit, go down around the dancer, over the idler, open the pressure roll, pressure roll back down. You want to make sure you have fairly even tensioning across to make sure it's threaded straight, and then you'll put the brake strap back on. You want the brake strap to follow the same direction as the material. So if the material is coming up and over the top, it's essentially doing the same thing. It's coming up over the top and then down underneath. If you thread it the opposite way, then you would put the brake strap on the opposite way as well. So again, if you were to run the material instead of coming down and under, coming up and over the top, you would bring the brake strap the same way. and then you would rotate this collar by loosening this block, by loosening this nut and bolt, and adjusting the amount of pressure by lowering this down to have this spring be fairly taut. Locks on the machine for safety purposes and material conservation. If your material gets jammed up and triggers this device here, this micro switch over here on the left hand side is going to open the contact and stop the machine. That's number one. Number two, there's an aluminum extrusion here on the side that if the material sticks to the drive roll, it will trigger this flap, again triggering a micro switch and disabling the machine. And then third, there is a mercury switch in the roll cover that if the roll cover is open, it will stop the machine from operating. Once that is hooked up, for the purposes right now, it is not hooked up yet, but it will be hooked up. There will be a connection here, and you would not be able to operate the machine with it open. If you come around to the front, you can see on the control that right now no interlocks have been opened. As soon as I trigger one of these, I just did the jam up flap. Now I'm going to do the knife flapper. And then again, once the roll cover is hooked up, since this roll cover is open, it would not allow you to operate the machine.